something that I'm realizing being married and also being a kingdom marriage and walking with God and, being a man and woman of God just in general, I'm learning that when you have faith, everybody's level of faith is different. And I may be believing in God for something drastic. And then my husband may be believing in God. And it's like, yeah, I know God can do that, but babe, I don't know. Or it could be me where he's just like, I know God gonna do this by this on this. And I'm like, yeah, I know God can do it, but babe, everybody's level of faith is different. So it's just like, as we grow, we just continue to ask God to help us with our unbelief, because our levels of faith won't always be on the same level as believers. Like, you can go talk to your sister in Christ or something, and it's not that she's going to place doubt in you. It's just her faith in God is just not where your faith is, and there's nothing wrong with it. Hers has to grow just like yours did, and you have to understand that. And I've learned that with my husband, because I remember at one point I would be like, I know God gonna do this, I know God gonna do that, and he'll just be like, man. And it's literally based upon, because at that moment in his life, God hadn't answered, I wouldn't say anything, but there's a lot of stuff that we pray about that God do, but we basically overlook it, kind of. And it has been times where he just like, well, babe, I don't know, because when I ask God to do something, he don't do it, like, I know he can do it, but I don't know if he gonna do it, because when I pray about it, nothing happens. And it's like, also just talking to people about stuff, like, I don't have people around me that I talk to about stuff, but I do know when I worked at the bank, and I would talk, I was like fairly new still in my walk, and I would talk to my coworker. She was a believer in Jesus Christ, but she's also was raised Catholic, so she still was kind of on the fence on her, her Hispanic Catholic beliefs and like the Christian beliefs. And so basically we used to debate, but I was very open about my faith, and I could just tell she was kind of on edge about a lot of stuff I would say. And I would tell her things like, yeah, I know God gonna do this, I know God gonna do that. She would be like, you think that? Like, you really believe that God gonna do that? Because this, basically basing it upon human understanding and basing it upon carnal things and basing it upon just, faith is something that's not seen. So basically she's basing her responses off of what she can see and what she knows and what the law says and what policy says and what the president says and what, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, she wasn't trying to place doubt in me. It's just that's where her faith lies, in carnal things, and my faith lies in the Lord. So therefore, what I say sounds crazy, okay? It just don't make no sense. I sound delusional, but the God that I serve, he gonna do it every time. The God that I serve, he don't have to go above and beyond, because he can just do it because he's in control of all things. The God that I serve, anything that I ask him, he can do it because he's literally the creator of all things. The God that I serve, I don't have to do all that extra shenanigans to get what it is that I'm desiring in my life, because he's going to provide it, because I asked him to, and he's my father, and he is a way maker, and he is my dad. And what your daddy do, your daddy give you what you want. I was a daddy's girl. I'm still a daddy's girl, but I'm a father's girl, okay? And I don't think people understand that your faith relies on what you can't see, boo. Take the carnal out of it. Take what you can see out of it, because once you start focusing on what you can't see, bro, so much stuff has happened in my life. In the mass majority of the major things that happened in my life, bro, stuff I couldn't see. Getting approved for places and cars when my credit wasn't there. Baby, I seen the credits go, okay? But I also seen the career that I was able to get. I also seen the cars that I was able to get in by. I also seen the bills still be on, even though my account looked like nothing or negative. I still was able to see me getting married and being loved properly, even when it didn't look good. It's just, even when my love life was terrible, even though when love, it was lust. It's just, bro, your faith has to be there in order for this life to work, bro. Because if you don't have the faith, it's not going to happen. And even when it happens, you're going to believe it was a coincidence. Baby, coincidences don't exist. The Lord exists. Our Father is who exists. Your Father is who exists. Jesus Christ paved the way. So keep that in mind, bro. Stop looking at the carnal and focus on your faith, bro.